Oh my God. Oh my God. See this situation over here? I mean, come on.
That is insane.
It's insane, right? Okay, so that
is a cheese katsu.
is cheese katsu.
So what's up with today's inspiration?
I mean, I don't know about inspiration, but there's this thing that I love. It's katsu. Everyone knows what katsu is. It's like fried pork cutlet, usually pork, but it could be like chicken katsu or fish katsu or etc. Lately, what's been trending on the internet and in Korea is cheese katsu. And it's basically mozzarella cheese inside the katsu, and it's like comes out all melty and cheesy, and it's amazing and it's delicious. I've made it a bunch of times. I've actually made it on camera a bunch of times too. I've done a live on it. I've actually sold it at my other restaurant, Mock Bar. But since we're doing a sandwich series, why don't I do a cheese katsu sandwich? Duh. I feel like every culture has their own type of like cutlet, right? Like it's basically breaded, fried piece of meat. And everyone loves tonkatsu. Tonkatsu is so freaking good. And basically it's like tonkatsu meets like cheese. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So what we're doing to start is I'm just trying to dry my piece of pork loin. So I have pork loin. I'm using pork loin. I like it because it's like lean enough, and it has this like fat cap over here, which is enough fat, and I can take it off if I want to, but usually tonkatsu is done with like a pretty lean piece of meat. And pork loin I love. It's super easy to work with. It's not like very porky. It's a very clean taste, so I really like it. So what I'm gonna do here with my pork loin, I'm gonna cut it in half. That. I always make enough for just like 2 sandwiches. I don't know why, and I feel really bad because it's like everyone can't get their own sandwich. Maybe on the next episode I'll make like 10 of whatever sandwich I decide to make then. But right now, I only have 2 pieces. You know what inspires me for this sandwich series? It's literally like, what do I have in my freezer or my fridge that I need to use up like this week? That's how my inspiration starts, because I have to think of like what I have first. Usually this is called impromptu for a reason, right? It's impromptu because I literally have to like go through my fridge and figure out what I'm gonna make for this. So I don't really have much time to think things through because I'm always racing against time. I'm always pretty busy.
Fortunately for staff, they're going to have a nice staff meal.
Exactly. So my pork loin, I cut it thick because what I'm gonna do is I am actually going to pound this out. I'm gonna slice into the middle and kind of butterfly this loin like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pound it out, and I need plastic wrap for this. And Ben, it's right behind you. Can you grab me the plastic wrap? Thank you very much. So what I like to do is I like to put the meat in between 2 pieces of plastic wrap, and this just helps it control the meat much better when you're pounding it out. And it's just cleaner to do it this way. And I do not have a meat mallet right now, so I'm gonna use my favorite tool plus just thing in the kitchen, which is my cast iron. I love a good cast iron. So I'm gonna use my cast iron to kind of pound out this meat. No, this is like a nice workout. And I do want to pound it out as thin as I can go, you know, and you kind of just want to use everything you got and pound the living shit out of this meat. Just think of someone that you hate and imagine their faces right here and just like, is that really mean? Or maybe just like,
they're all Russian.
no, right. I actually don't hate anybody, so maybe I'm just thinking of the coronavirus and I'm just like, F you, coronavirus. But you know what I mean? It's just like, you gotta like be pretty fierce with this. Oh my God, we have this? I don't know if I like this though. Let's see. Where'd you find this? It's not as heavy. Felipe. Where did you get this? I didn't know we had this. He's laughing at me right now. I don't even know what's in this kitchen. I always have to ask my like sous chefs and cooks, like, hey, do we have this? Do we have that? Story of my life. Cannot do what I do without my amazing team. That's all I gotta say. But look, okay. I guess the meat mallet really works. Even though it's like a lot lighter than cast iron. So we're getting there, but I do want it to be a bit more thin than this. I'm trying to go as thin as I can because I like seeing like all the layers. And I'll describe what I mean when you see the process. Bit thinner. I don't like using this part because I feel like it kind of can break the meat, which I don't want. So I'm not using that. I'm using like the flat side. Oh, my arm hurts. This is my workout of the day. Not working out today. All right, that looks pretty good. Now I have to do another one. I really don't want to. Really don't want to, but I gotta do it. Okay. But all right, so. You see? See this? I mean, it ripped a little bit, but don't worry about it if that happens. Don't worry at all. It's okay. What we're gonna do here is we'll just set this aside because I'm gonna do my other one. Set this aside while I do my other piece. I'm wondering if it will be easier if I cut it a different way.
You ready to get Rob to come in here and smash it for you?
Oh my God, that would be funny. But then he might mess up my piece of meat and I might get really annoyed at him. But that's fine. You can't really mess this up, actually. Do you think that'll be funny if he comes in?
Let me go call Rob.
Yeah, see what he's up to.
All right here.
Hey Rob, can I use your muscle in the kitchen?
For what?
Just need those guns. Gotta put those guns to work.
All work.
I saw them looking at me. Let me do it again. All work. I just want to see your reaction.
I'm looking for the second.
I know, I just want to see your reaction.
It's like all work and what?
Can you you come pound my meat?
Oh, yes. Poundage.
Can you pound my meat, please? All right. Don't no.
So
don't
how do I
use
do?
this.
Show me how.
Okay, I'll show you.
How do I?
All right. So you just want
Oh.
to pound it out like that. But my arm hurts because I already did this for like the past 10 minutes. But don't use this. Use the flat side. Just start pounding.
Let's start pound. Dude, that sounds so dirty. I feel like Thor.
Oh my God. Calm down.
Ross, do you even
Relax.
watch
He's-
comics?
This
Not-
is like right up his alley.
Not really, but I do feel like Thor. I feel very mighty.
This is right up your alley because you love flexing in front of the camera.
I do
so.
have big arms, though, right?
I mean-
Esther, Choi. Hey, why can't I use the metal side?
Because like it,
You're gonna break the.
yeah, it's just I don't like it.
the-
Because then it's gonna create ridges. Okay, but you could go a little bit more
Should I
aggressive.
go harder?
Go harder, please.
Go-
But not too hard. Be gentle but hard.
Ooh, this is definitely PG. Keep it PG.
Be gentle but be fierce. You know what I mean?
Fierce, okay.
You know what I mean by that.
I know.
You know,
You're right. You're right.
like respect the meat,
Respect.
but also like be aggressive.
Jesus.
All right, you're doing a good job.
So why am I doing? Why am
we
I
wanted
pounding
to get
this?
to that stage.
What
So
are
we
you making? Why am I pounding this meat?
you'll see later. Pound it out. Just pound it out.
I am the meat pounder.
But when you pound it, try to like go like that so that
like this?
kinda. Here, let me. Like that.
Oh
You know what I
shit.
mean? So that
Oh my
it.
god, you're like.
Yeah.
You're
So I might as well just
Yo,
do
you
it
might as well
myself.
be- You're Thor. Esther Thor.
All right. Just pound it out as much as you can. Don't even do
We don't
that.
want
Just,
the meat.
just keep going.
We don't want the meat to fall on the floor, right? Oh, this
How
is good.
is he saying?
This is good.
All right, just do your best, and then I can fix it.
So I'm pounding this meat, and what are you making? Tell me.
Okay, I'm making a cheese katsu sandwich. So
Fantastic.
in the middle of this piece of pork, it's
Yeah.
gonna be mozzarella cheese that's gonna melt
Whoa.
beautifully.
Yes.
All right, now you're go away. I think I'm
Is
just
that
gonna.
it?
Yeah, thank you for your help.
Good night.
Wow, just wow.
Wow.
Yeah, wear your mask.
Dude, this looks good though.
It would be very, very good. But you see how. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? This is how we rock in the kitchen, you know? I'm like sweating right now. Sweating,
Dude, I'm sweating just
watching me.
putting the plants out.
It's what we go through before service every day, you guys.
This looks delish.
It will be delicious. You'll taste it.
Yes.
You'll taste it in a bit.
Yes. Bye.
Wow, that was really aggressive. Yeah. Enthusiasm or aggression? I'm not sure. I'm done. My arm hurts now. All right, so we got our piece of pork that look super beautiful. And look at my other one, right? You guys? I mean, I think the second one actually came out better than the first one. Right? It didn't, barely any breakage, and it's kind of like thin enough where it's almost translucent. And you have the kind of the fat cap too, which will keep it nice and juicy. And then here's, most importantly, our cheese. And this is just block mozzarella, low moisture. And what I'm gonna do is, so I kind of want to make sure that this is gonna be like the size of the bun, right? So how I'm gonna actually cut it like this, I think. I'm gonna cut it like this. Get a big, juicy block of mozzarella in here. And how you cut your cheese will actually determine the shape of your katsu. So that's why I'm cutting it like this, because I want like one big block of katsu for my sandwich. So that, one more. And I guess I could have cut it in half so it's easier, because it doesn't really matter actually, because it'll melt altogether anyway. But whatever. So here we go. So my block of mozzarella that's going straight in the middle of the pork, but actually I forgot. I want to season the pork loin, our base seasoning, salt and pepper. Salt. Pepper. Always seasoning both sides. Make sure it's beautiful. There we go. All right, season both sides. Here we go. Let's start with my kind of torn one. And this is going straight in the middle. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go this way and then fold it over like so. And you just gotta make sure that you're closing off every bit like that. Okay, and that is ready to be breaded. I mean, that looks pretty dope, right? Right, Ben?
Yes, that nice chunk of cheese.
Yeah, this is gonna be like good. Okay, now for my other one. Let's do this. Fold it over. I mean, honestly, it could have been pounded out a little bit thinner, but I'm not worried right now. Just trying to get it done. Right. There we go. Right, so here we go with my breading. I love breading and frying anything. I think I'm just a fan of that. So here we have our basic flour mixture that is seasoned with like garlic powder, salt, pepper, paprika. Always make sure that even your breading station has its base seasoning, right? Okay, so let me just do this one as well. This is gonna be so bomb. It's gonna be really good. And now normally people will eat this in between a sando, which is between two pieces of sliced milk bread.
No crust.
With no crust. Or they will slice it up and eat it with rice, of course. That's like the more traditional. Okay, egg wash straight into the nama panko, which obviously you guys know I'm like obsessed with. And I'm sorry that like you can't get nama panko, but maybe you can try making it yourself. Just want to make sure that it's super on there, because you'll get like a flakier katsu. Katsu is done. I'm gonna make my sauce. All right, so the sauce is actually a gravy. It's not a sauce. This gravy is usually, it's served with tonkatsu. So they call it like a tonkatsu sauce. It's really a gravy, and it's made with random things like ketchup, but it's really like a demi-glace. And I'm gonna make my version of that. So we'll see how it turns out, because I've never made this before. But it's pretty easy. It's just butter and flour. Butter and flour. Equal parts. And what you do is you're just gonna like kind of cook this. Until it's like really brown. This heat is a little bit too high. And I think I need a little bit more butter actually. I'm eyeballing this because I usually can just tell. I can usually tell by eye how much butter to flour is needed, but it's basically equal parts, and you're cooking it until it's like a nice brown color. and you're cooking off the flour, basically. I don't want my heat to be. My heat is a little high, right? You want to cook it, I don't know, for about like at least 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes. See if I can find a spat. Right. Using my spat to clean this. And what I'm trying to do is, this is actually not going to go on my sandwich. I'm going to serve it on the side as a dip. I love dip sandwiches, and I just feel like this is like a really fun way to, oh my God, I made a mess. This is like a fun way to do the sandwich. Because usually tonkatsu is served with this gravy. I have to add a little bit more water actually. You can see it becoming nice and thick, right? So basically I made a roux and added water, and then now I'm gonna add like my seasonings, which is gonna be, I'm doing it off the heat because I want to be able to control it. I'm gonna add ketchup. I'm gonna add soy sauce. I'm gonna add, I might as well just add all of this. Ketchup, soy sauce. I wish I had like Worcestershire, but I don't have that. That would make it like definitely like more of a demi-glace, but I don't have that, so but it's fine. I'm gonna add fish sauce instead because I love fish sauce in anything. Fish sauce, sugar, and this is gonna go back on the heat. I'm just gonna let this come together. It's a very weird gravy sauce, huh? I feel like Koreans really love to cook with condiments. But I guess that's any culture. I think people just love condiments. I love condiments. See? Now I can up the heat a tiny bit. I do want to add something with a tiny bit of heat. Can I add? I thought I had everything I wanted, and then I thought about it and I'm like, oh, I need heat. And usually people like to add maybe like lemon juice or like some sort of vinegar, but I'm adding buttermilk actually. Usually most people add like milk, but I don't have milk. So I am adding.
What is that?
So this is a Korean hot sauce that is insanely, oh, I think I added too much. I know that was like literally 1 gram, but this thing is like, it's insanely spicy. Hopefully it won't be that bad. I don't know. So at this point, I'm gonna add my buttermilk, and the buttermilk is acidic, so it has a little sour twang to it. So that's why I'm not adding any vinegar. But I really don't know what this is gonna taste like. It might be really bad. I don't really know. I have made things that tasted bad. Believe it or not, you guys. That's why you test recipes. That's why you cook. You know, you constantly have to just cook and attempt things because you'll just never know unless you test it out, you know? So like I said, I have cooked many things that tasted really bad. You know, just gotta know what you did wrong and fix it. Let's see. All right, at this point, I'm gonna taste it. My tasting spoon. Oh my God, I'm so curious what this tastes like. It might be really weird. Oh my God. Mmm. It tastes so Asian. I don't even know how to explain it. You know what I mean, Ben, when I say that?
Fish sauce.
No, I mean like,
spice.
but like Asian like street food, like when it's like, you gotta taste this because it tastes, you'll know what I mean when I say it tastes really Asian. It tastes super Asian, and I can't even believe the seasoning is so perfect. Sometimes I like shock the shit out of myself. Like, I didn't even measure anything. I just kind of eyeballed everything, and I made the most perfect thing ever. Doesn't it taste super Asian?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow. Crazy good. All right, so my tonkatsu sauce is absolutely perfect. I'm literally shocked at how good that thing came out. Normally I would make like a slaw for this because when you get tonkatsu, traditionally you're always eating it with like a slaw with like a mayo, ketchup dressing. But I actually walked into the kitchen and found out we don't have any cabbage. So I was like, oh my gosh, what else can I put on this sandwich? So we have pickled daikon with carrots, which normally you find on a banh mi or whatnot, but we put it on our chicken buns. So I'm gonna just use that instead. And I think the acid and the twang will be really nice with this anyway. So sorry, no slaw. But that, if I had slaw, that's what I would put on top. Okay, but I'm gonna just dry it out because I don't want it to be super wet when I top it. So that's what I did there. And then now, let me flip this over. Now, let's talk about our buns real quick. And I am not using a brioche today. I'm not using a brioche. I am using a milk bun that Chef Irchi had made for me. Chef Irchi is my chef de cuisine. Sorry. Chef Irchi is my chef de cuisine at Makbar, and she makes amazing milk buns, milk bread. Like, her milk bread is insane. She uses Irish butter, and it's just insane. It's like perfect. It's so good. And I was like, Irchi, I need you to make me milk buns for my sandwich. So she made these for me. So shout out to her. Thank you. Shout out to my girl, Chef Irchi. The problem is, while I was transporting it from Makbar to Miss You, they all kind of got squished, which I'm really sad about. Because when she first baked it and it came out of the oven, it was absolutely perfect. Now it's like kind of squished. Oh well, whatever. All right, let's fry these babies up. And while those are frying, I'm gonna toast my buns. Just gonna slice it. Right, and what I'm gonna do, oh, look at that. Beautiful. It's nice and dense, actually, and I'm actually gonna mayo and grill. Not butter this time, I'm gonna do mayo. Okay, mayo's on. Let's grill it. Toast them on both sides. Not the top though. Beautiful. All right, our katsu looks so good. You can see the cheese is already popping out. Holy shit. I mean, come on. You see those like crazy big flakes? Not achievable with regular panko. Has to be this like fresh nama panko. That's what I use, and I'm gonna just season the outside if I can find salt, which I cannot. This is garlic powder, tiny bit. All right, my demi-glace is getting hot. All right, let's do this. So, I'm actually not gonna put any sauce on the bun because we're serving the gravy on the side, and the whole point is that you're dipping the burger or the sandwich in the sauce. So that's gonna be your like sauce element. I don't wanna put any sauce on this because I don't wanna get the katsu soggy. Nothing worse than soggy katsu. I don't know what's worse than that. So this is like very simple. It's just gonna go on like that. Oh my god. Yet again, it looks insane. It looks so big. But like you can see the cheese coming out. You see that? Ben, how good does this look? And I'm gonna keep it super simple with the slaw going. I don't want my sauce is bubbling away. Keep this super simple with the slaw right on top, but like pretty good amount. Honestly, don't even think it. And I made sure that the slaw dried out because I did not want it to get my katsu soggy. So the slaw dried out, but it's pickled, so it's like super pickly. And that is pretty much it. Yet again, a massive sandwich the size of my head. Because why not? Right? Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure that it's hot all the way through.
Let's get a headshot.
Headshot? Yeah, let's do it. Should I do both sandwiches like that? That would be hilarious. If I can even, my hand, it's like. Oh my god. Oh my god. See this situation over here? So I'm gonna get my sauce, my beautiful gravy, and this is gonna be the dipping sauce for the katsu. So beautiful and brown. And now to taste this crazy thing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is dip. Oh my god, I'm gonna burn my mouth. Hot. I took the way too big of a bite. You see this cheese? It's just crazy. It's so good. On it, but you really can't go wrong. The bun is amazing. The cheese is cheese. Then you have like the pork, and then like this sauce just makes it like even better. It just brings it all together. And the milk bun is really good. Dang. I really love the gravy dip situation. I just like dip sandwiches. You know what I mean? Like a French dip, I'm obsessed with. There should be more dip sandwiches. Like even with grilled cheese, when you dip it in the tomato sauce. Yeah. So that was my idea with this.